Hey, buddy. Hey. He was just running around in the yard playing with another squirrel. And I pulled up. And I was like, hey. And he was up in a tree. He stopped and turned around and looked at me and then came over here to the door.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. It's my peoples.
Go. Your friend, huh?
Yeah. I don't know where he go. I think he under here. Yep, there you go. Anybody want to bat it? Need some work. Just give me 1,000 for it, man. Take it away. Tire's brand new on it. It got some issues. Right now it's not starting. But them tires brand new. They low profile and really wide. The back tire is wider than the front. They like Corvette tires or something. Oh yeah, he gotta let you out. There you go. Alright, don't scare my buddy. Hey, you done? I think he like I'm wondering, like, these are raw peanuts and then I got honey roasted and salted in there. I wonder which one he like better. I kind of think he like the raw peanuts better than the honey roasted and salted. Alrighty. Okay. That's my buddy. He really, like, he heard me say, hey, buddy. He was in a tree. And he stopped. Like, he was chasing another squirrel. He stopped playing. Turned his head was looking back at me. I got out. I'm speaking to him as I'm going to the house. I'm like, hey. I'm like, you hungry? And it was like he said, yep. And I was like, hold on, I got you. Hold on. And you see, he came right to the door. He was at the door waiting. I need to be getting ready to go to work. I'm already behind schedule. Oh boy, what? Get this guy.
Always recording something.
What's wrong with that?
Everything.
At least I'm not smoking crack.
Yo,
You ain't know him.
they clearly
I keep
knew
telling
that.
you, he wasn't even blowing at
Oh,
you.
boy,
He was blowing at
they
the
know me.
he was blowing at the dog in the street.
The dog wasn't in the street.
It was a dog in the street.
Oh, boy. I told you I know everybody.
Speaking of strangers.
I don't just wave at people.
That's exactly what you do. Look, you just waved at the dude riding a bike.
That's the wave.
He ain't even looking this way.
I know who it is, though.
I think you just like to wave.
I know who that is. That's the wave.
I think you do it just to see who speak back. You know what I think? I think it's got something to do with when we was driving that day and you kept trying to get the truck drivers to blow their horn and you went like 0 for 6.
No,
I think you like redeeming yourself. So now you just waving at everybody.
That's what people know me. And I know them.
Nobody knows you.
Everybody knows me.
Only people that know you is me and Kevin.
It's a good day rider.
It's a good day right now.
I know.
I mean, you know, I don't mean to say it like that, but I mean, weather-wise,
Yeah, that's what I'm
it's good for riding.
Yeah, I was got a question. Like, so when you was younger, did you ever think you'd
What do you mean when I was younger?
Oh,
I'm younger now. What are you talking about?
anything. So, did you ever think you'd be in this predicament?
What predicament?
Like,
Feeding squirrels?
I'm pretty sure nobody will predict I'm gonna be feeding squirrels when I grow up.
I don't even think I liked squirrels when I was younger.
I'm talking about like just where you at, like.
Oh, in life?
Yeah, like you got a bunch, like those dirt bikes and folders could get you a car.
Oh yeah, I've paid less. I've paid much less for cars than I've paid for some of them four wheelers
So yeah, that's what I'm
and the
saying.
dirt
Like,
bike.
do
I
you?
once got a car for $500.
So yeah, like
It
that.
wasn't pretty, but that boy ran. Um,
It's just like
well,
having as
nah,
a
of
kid.
course not. Of course not. No, I don't think anyone sees like where they end up at, which it's not the end for me. I'm just getting started for real. But no, of course not. Like you the one that got me into four wheelers. I grew up on dirt bikes. And you wanting a four wheeler and always talking about you want a four wheeler, you want a four wheeler. That's why I got one. And then I messed around and I really didn't like it that much until I went to the track with it. When I took it to the track, it was like, oh boy, it was so fun. Come on now. You wanted to sniff my finger? I thought he was about to bite my finger. But yeah, so then that got me. Um, but and cart, no, I mean, I can't say I saw it just like this, but
Like,
I just knew. I always felt like I could do better than what I was doing. I always knew that. I always believed strongly that I could do better. Like for like most of my life, I like struggled really bad. Like when your mom was in prison, I wasn't working. Like I was struggling. Like you never knew that, and I didn't want you to know that. And I mean, you were so young though, but um, like you could have knew something was wrong if I would have been like, if you'd have seen me depressed all the time or stressed out or blah blah blah.
yeah,
But that's why we was able to be together so much and go to the parks all the time and stuff, cause I ain't had no job, you know. So I filed bankruptcies. I filed bankruptcy twice. I had a bunch of houses and lost them all. Um, I went to school for a bunch of things and never did any of it. Like I went to school for locksmithing, um, which I did it like on the side, like
I
on
remember
a
you
real
telling me
low
that.
scale. Like I would help people get in their
Yep,
cars.
I was about to say you used to have a kid.
Yeah, yeah. But I never did it like as a job. I never worked for a company or started my own company or anything like that. I went to school for accounting, and Nana kicked me out because I was doing stuff in the streets. So I had to drop out for that. I was doing real good in that too. I went to school for machining. Never got a job doing that. Um, so I ain't know. Like I've been homeless before. I've been out here just really messed up. And like most of my life, I wasn't able to buy things that I wanted, even when it come to clothes. Like I'd have like 2 pair of tennis shoes for like the whole year. Just got to make them last, and just maybe like a couple pair of pants and a few shirts, like stuff like that. Like most of my life, I wasn't able to buy stuff that I wanted like I am now. So why he keep like what? He keep going to my hand. He making me nervous a little bit. I was thinking he was gonna take a chunk out my hand. But yeah, so I had a real rough road. Um, but you know, I mean, yeah. So I never saw it. I always knew it was possible though. Like I always felt it was definitely possible, and I couldn't. This is what my book is about. like I talk about this in the book. Like I could never, like I couldn't figure out why stuff was so bad because it's like I knew I could be doing better. Okay, let's see if he wave.
Dwayne.
Oh, now you gotta call him. He still didn't wave, and you said his name. I got it on camera.
No, you didn't.
I got it on camera. See,
No,
that ain't even his
You
name.
didn't even see the head nod.
His name is Marcus.
His name is Dwayne.
His name Marcus.
That was the dude I used to willy with when we first.
Maybe that's who he looked like to you, but
That is him.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
I think he trying to get a scent from my hand. And you know the I don't know. I don't know what to call it, but it's like I don't know, like all squirrels look exactly the same. I wonder if that's racist. But they all look exactly the same. Like I can only tell, like remember the one that had the sore on his shoulder?
No.
I don't know. Okay.
I never got that close. I remember the squirrel who had like a split in his tail.
Okay. So there was one that had a sore on his shoulder. So I would know when he came. I would know it was him or her. It could have been her. I don't know. But like this one, like if there's nothing wrong, like if there's no type of deformity, I can't tell, you know, what squirrel is what, or you know, who is who. He gotta be a regular though, cause this one's real comfortable with me. Like this, he walked right up to the door, was waiting for me at the door.
I said that squirrel, yeah, I think that's the regular. Cause that squirrel be walking up to me and right there on my leg.
Yeah. And I was also wondering.
Get squirrel stew.
Oh boy. I've been wondering too if squirrels like, which peanuts do squirrels like better? Raw peanuts or roasted and salted? And I think they like the raw better. The salted ones might be bad for their cholesterol or blood pressure or something. I don't know. But he's eating a lot of these raw ones. When I come out with the roasted ones, they'll eat them. Who is that?
Nobody.
Oh.
Across the street.
Oh. Yeah, they'll eat a few of them, but not like this.
You had to come out here and ask, because I was like, I was just thinking, like I can, just thinking, life. Like,
Yeah.
I could really just hop into a truck, load up, and go to the park.
That's super dope, right? And
I was thinking that when I was washing dishes, doing my chores, I'm like, right now I'm just doing my stuff so I can go riding with my friend.
You could load up a four-wheeler, load up a dirt bike on the trailer, and just go.
Hit the park. Yeah, I was just thinking, like, there ain't too many people that can do that.
Yep, and it feel good to me being able to do that.
Are you recording? You really like slick trying to record me?
I might be.
I know.
I might not be.
If you would literally have the squirrel on the camera on the squirrel the whole time.
Yeah, I gotta get you in here a little bit. I won't keep the camera on you though. I understand you don't like the camera. But yeah.
When it comes to that model agency, I was always in the camera.
Oh, okay. You're not getting paid for it, then you can't be on camera. Is that what it is?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just like, just let me get ready.
Oh, okay, I get it. You just woke up.
No.
You just woke up, just came outside. I get it.
These what I rode in yesterday.
Them Crocs.
Yeah, which is an easy.
You love them Crocs too.
I think I need another pair. I'm starting to put some miles in them.
I'm gonna go up to BJ's. They still got them. I think that might have been a special though, cause they was cheap, and them the real Crocs too.
Right. And they got the fur on the inside, or not fur, whatever that is.
Yeah.
But yeah, just was doing my chores, and I was just thinking, like.
See, it's a lot of hard lessons I learned in life. Like I said, with the bankruptcies and a lot of hard lessons I learned about spending money. That's why I'm always talking to you about saving. Like because like really the past several months I've been living mostly off of money that I saved. Because if you notice, I haven't been like real busy like I've been before. And you know, the all the stuff I've been buying, that's all like money that I've saved. So I've learned a lot of lessons the hard way. And so the book is about mainly is about sharing those lessons with y'all, so y'all don't have to learn them the hard way, right? Because this is stuff I learned. Like I said, I had to go through bankruptcy to learn, and you know, destroy my credit, and you know, like be homeless, and you know, blah blah blah, to learn this stuff. Like that was just my path, I guess. I don't know, but so the whole book is about passing down to y'all what I've learned, so you get a head start on life, and you can start applying the stuff that I learned after like 46 years now, while you're only 18. You know, and then you can have a totally different type of road than I had.
But if it ever came down to it, like, you could get rid of stuff and get money.
I mean, it's not always that easy though. Like I could try to sell.
Boat.
I could try to sell the boat. That don't mean somebody's gonna buy it.
Oh, yeah.
You know. And like right now, which when it's ready, I want to get some sounds put in it too. I talked to a dude around the corner about that. I want to get some sounds put in it too, but first I gotta get it running right. But
Get sounds put in the car.
that's gonna be dope then. But yeah, I could sell a car, sell a truck, sell a four-wheel. I could try, but that don't mean somebody gonna buy it, and then I might end up taking a loss trying to sell it because, say, like only one person in like 6 months shows real interest, but he only gonna pay me. He not gonna give me what I want. They only gonna give me X amount of dollars, and if I'm in a tight situation, I might have to accept that. Yeah. So these are not.
Squirrel is done. It's cool.
Hey, I think he peeping game. I think he listening to this conversation.
Oh boy.
Like all this stuff I got, these are all liabilities. These are not assets. Liabilities cost you money. So, you know, except for the vehicles. Those I look at vehicles like the truck and the van as investments because I use them to make money. They help me make money. But all four-wheelers and dirt bikes, those are definitely liabilities. They don't make me no money. They cost me money. The boat is a liability. It's going to cost me money every time. I mean, it's going to cost money just to own it, right?
Insurance.
It costs $1,000 just to dock it, just to have somewhere to put it, and where I don't have to, every time I want to go out, load it up on the trailer, well, hook up the trailer, go get the boat, load it up, and blah, 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 all that stuff, you know? And you seen, I don't know if you remember how much gas costs to put in that
I
thing.
think you spent like 100 something on it.
It was around 150 to fill it up, and it wasn't, the tank wasn't even, yeah, and the tank wasn't even on E.
Yeah.
But it's a different grade of gas. Like gas for boats is higher than premium gas for a car. It's a higher octane. So you still hungry? You look like you was going to sleep. You should bury some of those. He might already have a stash somewhere. But yeah, so this is stuff you buy after, you know, you comfortable financially and you can really afford it. You know, this ain't stuff you buy if you don't got no money put up and you know, working check to check or something like that, you know. So, which is another thing I had to learn. The hard way. Yeah, because financial stress is one of the hardest stresses to deal with in life. Like when you have bills and you can't pay them, that's one of the most difficult things to deal with. You know, like well, you got an apartment and you can't pay your rent. You know, I mean, you about to be homeless. That's hard to deal with. Mentally, that's hard to deal with. If you got a car, if you got one car and it's your only transportation to work and it break down and you don't have the money to get it fixed, that's hard to deal with. You know, if you don't have the money to pay the light bill and the gas bill and your stuff about to get cut off, all that stuff is hard to deal with. And like it's all stuff that I've been through and more. You done? Yeah, I think you done. You ain't coming over here like you was. But yeah. So you make the wrong moves and you put yourself in those types of positions. If you make the wrong moves with your money, then you put yourself in a position to fail. So you want to do everything you can to put yourself in a comfortable position, you know, where you don't have to deal with stuff like that. You know, when you on your own and you looking for a job, say like something happened to your job or whatever, you need to find another job and you can't find one. That's hard to deal with. You know, you got these bills, you know, you got to pay, and you doing everything you can to find a job, and no one will hire you. Months and months go by, no one's hiring you. Stuff is hard to deal with. And a lot of times in situations like that, when the pressure's on, that's when people make bad choices. You know, and you can make one bad choice, it costs you your whole life. Like that's when people, and I've been in this position too, where people like, man, I'm about to hit a lick. You know, I'm about to rob this store. I'm about to rob somebody, blah, blah, blah. Because that's that financial pressure getting to them, and that's the way they know how to deal with it, or, you know, resolve the issue. You know, there's other options, but, you know, depending on how you grew up and, you know, the type of people you grew up around and the type of things you learned growing up, you might have learned that's what you do. Or you sell dope. You know, like in the hood, both of those are real common solutions to financial pressure. Rob somebody, sell dope. There's other options though, you know. So like me, I was in that position. That's why I started selling dope, because I tried real hard to find a job. Nobody would hire me, and I knew people that sold dope, so they put me on. But there's another way though. There's a better way, and you know, again, that's what that whole book is about. To me, I didn't see no other way though. So yeah. Oh, there's another. I can't feed another squirrel. Hey!
That one look like it's hungry.
Look like he looking for something. Like maybe he got something buried over there. I know that ain't one of my peoples though.
Alright.
I gotta get ready to go to work.
I'm about to
Messing with this squirrel. This squirrel done ate about, I don't even know, 10, 15 peanuts. And you got 2 nuts in each. Yeah, I'm gonna put some of these on the ground for you. And then well, you ain't gonna be able to walk soon. You keep eating like that. You should be good now. I'm in the house.